Welcome back, my duelist friends. Casual Duelist here. It's Thursday, and I'm already off of the singleton decks. I wanted to play this deck for a little while, like since the set was brand new with the Duelists of Shadows, and I've just been basically playing around with the skills to try to decide which skill I'm going to go with. So I wanted to do an update for the Water Beatdown, and I decided that at least for today's build, we're going to be using energizing elements. So the way that this works is flip this over when you activate, and you can declare one of the four elemental attributes. This turn, monsters with a declared attribute gain 500 attack value, lose 400 defense value, and any battle damage they inflict is half. You control no monsters. Sorry, if you control no monsters with the declared attribute, then this card flips back face down for you to use again at another point in time. Now, what we're going to do with this is basically we're going to crank out some booms with a little more water power. So first thing that I wanted to add that was like brand new, you guys saw it on the screenshot, the thumbnail, is the Aqua Spirit. So right now I want to say we have one for each of the four, again, elemental attributes, not for light and not for dark. Monsters that summon very similar to the Chaos cards in that we must banish material from the graveyard in order to special summon them from the hand. Now, obviously, Aqua Spirit is going to do this for one water monster. And then once per turn during the opponent's standby phase, we get to target one face-up monster they control, change its battle position, and if we do, it may not change its battle position for the remainder of their turn. So it is just funky and disruptive, but additionally, for when we do need a tribute, we do know that we can just go ahead and top deck into this and then transgress into the next move. Another card we just got with the newest box was Gagagigo. And again, as far as water goes, this is going to raise our ceiling of our power. 4 stars, 1850. Again, do the flip. That'd be 2350, just short of Monarch stats on the summoning. But, and I don't want to give away too much, since it is a tech water beatdown, we did need some bodies. So we just needed somebody big. Next up, we are going to go with a full flight of the Hydro Get-Ons. We've had these since the first GX box. And when these destroy a monster by battle and send it to the graveyard, they get to special summon another one from the deck. So it just allows us to get some advantage and then press advantage. There will be times where we just go ahead and swarm full field, and this will do it. And again, starts off as a healthy 1600. Through the energizing elements, we can get that turn bump to 2100. Next up, my one-of, I will be playing a single copy Levia Dragon Daedalus. Generally speaking, 2 tribute monster card here. And again, it's the only one that you have to play a foil for, because this came out of one of the Speed Duel actual booster set packs. And again, it is what it is. When you play this, you can send at any point in time one face-up Umi that you control from the field to the graveyard to destroy all other cards on the field. So it does give a nice board wipe. I'm going to give it up here in a second after we talk over the next monster. You guys are going to understand what's happening. Just as soon as you see this and the next monster, you'll be able to call the next card. The last monster we're going to be playing is going to be 3 copies of Terror King Salmon. And again, we just got this as well. And what makes this so great is it's a 5-star, it's a single tribute, 2400, so we do hit the Monarch stats. This guy will get all the way up to 2900 with our skill card. And this is before we talk field spells. Because again, one of the things that makes water so much fun is that they have a field spell that was never replicated for any other attribute. So, with that said, let's go to the spell traps. And let's talk about a Legendary Ocean. So, the brilliance behind this deck, and this is something that we'll see in the future. We get to mod all of our water attribute levels in hand and field. Additionally, the card is always treated as Umi. Now, when you have that little bit of text effect, I need you guys to understand that this means it counts Azumi for deck building as well. Sorry, give me 1 second to go see what's up with the pop. Do apologize for that. Apparently, my wife ordered something through the Amazon, so Celestial got herself a little bit of a package. And it is what it is. So back to this. The Legendary Ocean never replicated. Water is the only attribute that gets this level modulation, but what I think I was talking about was the fact that it's always treated as Uzumi. This counts for hand, field, discard, in the deck, but also during deck building. So we do have Umi, we do have Legendary Ocean. We also have a skill card. I think it was Mythic Depths, if I'm not mistaken. All of these are going to count as Umi except the Mythic Depths, which is the only way that you can get a 4th shot for our friend Levia here. But this is going to go ahead and lower their levels by 1. This means the Terra King Salmons and Levia are going to be 1 less tribute. Terra King Salmon is a normal summon now as a 4-star at 26, counting the bonus here. And Levia will be a single tribute as it goes from 7 to 6. And it will cap at 28. Just due to this is still not counting the Energizing Elements buff. Other things that help us keep the deck relative and relevant. 2 copies Book of Moon. And again, this is just we want to shut down Breaker because he's coming after our field spell. We're not always going to be able to do that, which is why we needed to maximize our field spell. Book of Moon is going to put in a lot of work. It's going to do a lot of great things for us. Next up, Cosmic Cyclone. That's going to cap us off at our 3-ofs. And again, it's just we need to make sure that we can get rid of the back row because we're not always going to be able to go into the Levia play. And we're not always going to want to blow up the entire field. There's not always a reason to just send a tidal wave of destruction at the opponent. Sometimes we need the power bonus in order to just get those overwhelming slaps. And sometimes that's really what it's about. Next up, single copy Nightbeam because I love the 1-in-1. I'm always going to love that until Nightbeam gets added to the list, and then I got to make a harder decision when it comes to these 4 cards. Next up, 2 copies of Shrink. Because again, you guys have to remember Aqua Spirit not as tough, but we can trigger the Hydrogeddon on the opponent's round due to this quick play spell card. And my last card, my 20th card, I feel like this deck you could actually go like a 21 or a 22. I went ahead with a single copy of Metaverse. Another thing you might do is swap one of the Legendary Oceans for another Metaverse. I don't like it because it means that you have to wait a turn for the Legendary Ocean. I like a 3-1 right now. But you could absolutely just go ahead and add like 1 or 2 more cards into this deck if you wanted to. You guys could drop like a Terror King if you wanted to. You guys could drop the Levia Dragon if you wanted to. But this is my 20-card main deck. I think this is really cool. Really fun stuff. Give it a second. Go ahead and either take your notes or take the screenshot. Let me get the hands out of the way for you. And then I'll be right back with the side and extra decks. So just 1 second. Now, leading out the extra deck, and again, we're back to having an extra deck. We are going to go with the generic Good Stuff 6. So it is going to be the Blue Eyes Ultimate is the toughest card. Cyberblader is one of the more technical cards. Psy End is the largest piercing. Destiny and Dragoon for his selective pop-offs plus effect damage. Oja King for an opponent lockdown. And a TI's Restrict. Because again, this can help us lock the field. But it's also one of the most technical cards in the game right now. And it allows for a lot of additional play. Moving into the side deck, it's pretty much what you'd expect on this channel. We're going to pop a couple of Lost Winds. And again, real easy here. If you find that you are drawing your Legendary Ocean too much going into games 2 and 3, these make great swaps. They hurt anything that special summons. They take away effects. They have the stats. It really helps set up for all of your monsters to do well. We are going to be doing 2 Mind Crush because, again, the meta, as it's more and more predictable and solidifies itself into just a few decks, it's very easy to predict cards. And Mind Crush just really helps put the screws to even the best players. Single copy Awakening the Dragon. While they're going to be attacking the back row, it's not going to be as fierce. Mostly they'll be going after the field spell with this deck. And last but not least, a single copy of Windstorm. And really, this is like a, you can make this whatever you want. I know that I wasn't playing Hammershot at all this deck. You guys could switch Hammershot in here. We could take a Book of Moon out of the main deck, put a Hammershot in there, and then the second Book of Moon could be sided. We could do the same thing, except instead of siding the Book of Moon, switch it out for a Wall of Disruption or a Floodgate Trap Hole. I'm really waiting for the rest of Dark World to appear before I really go all in with the Floodgate Trap Holes, though. Just because I feel like they will be a better investment of the slot. Whereas right now, Book of Moon is really doing the same thing. It's like one card, boom. For the most part, whenever I've activated a Floodgate Trap Hole, it's always been for one monster. So until I'm starting to see like increased returns, and let's see what's going on with the focus here real quick. Just crazy. Until I see more return on the investment, I'm probably still not going to play Floodgate as often. But this is the deck. This is a fun deck. I got another fun deck coming up tomorrow. And again, realistically, like, you guys pretty much know how to turn this into a no-holds-barred casual build. It's literally like max out your Book of Moon, like return shrinks into books. Again, you'll have an extra spot because of that. Turn it into a Wall of Disruption. Turn the Night Beam into a Cosmic Cyclone, and pretty much it's the same list from there. But if you guys did enjoy this, and I hope that you did, consider supporting us. Best ways, like and comment, subscribe if we've earned it, and maybe you want to help us buy some more sleeves and booster packs down the road. The Buy Me a Coffee link will be in the description below. But the most important part for me, the big thing I'm always preaching about, the thing I want you guys to do, I want you guys to make some time for yourselves. I want you guys to do something that you enjoy. I want you guys to enjoy your day. And I hope to see you guys on the next video, okay? So till then, take care, and see ya.